Hello everyone, welcome to Scholar Lab. Our simulations can transform your teaching approach, making lessons much more interactive and captivating for your students. Scholar Lab is a distinctive virtual laboratory that brings intricate STEM concepts to life through engaging simulations. This tool is crafted to aid students in comprehending and applying scientific principles in practical situations. Welcome to an ultimate friction simulation, where you will get a hands-on experience with different types of friction by pushing a heavy box across the various surfaces and seeing how force changes. Let me open friction simulation for you. Each simulation begins with a game plan. This outlines the procedural observation learnings of the simulation. If you are a new user, kindly go through this section thoroughly to maximize your experience. Our main objective is to demonstrate the effects of friction on solid and air. This experiment is designed to show friction in regards to the states of matter. Here we have an experimental setup with different kinds of weights of boxes and the smooth surface over here. And force can be adjusted using the slider in the bottom of your screen. Now, let me place the biggest box out of these three and try moving it. I'm going to apply the force of 20 Newton and try to move it on the smooth surface. By clicking on this play button, the hand will push the box. The force given is not enough to push it effectively. So let me redo that again by clicking on this redo button. Now this time I'm increasing the force to 60 newtons and let's check how it works. It is also not enough to push that box more effectively. It is because of friction. Friction is the force that opposes the motion between the two surfaces in contact. The rougher the surface, the greater will be the friction. But if the surface is smooth or the better edge covered with oil or grease, let's change the surface and find it out. By clicking on this drop down, you can change the surface to greasy, oil, smooth, slightly rough and very rough. Let's try it out with the same force in greasy surface. I'm going to click on this push button and let's see how much it goes. The friction is less in case of greasy surface, that's why it moved a lot as compared before. Let's try it out with oily surface. The friction is more when we are comparing it with greasy one. Now let's try it with different weight. Now going back to 50 kilogram of weight and trying to push it using 60 newtons. Let me change the surface to slightly rough this time and let's check how much it goes. Slightly rough surface having more friction as compared to oily surface, that's why the box is not moved to more surface. So this simulation clearly indicates that the surface type and the mass affects the friction of the moment of the object. As we can see, the oily that is having low friction and easy to move, greasy which will have the moderate friction more than oily but still it is more, The rough surface will have the high friction, and extremely rough surface or very rough surface will have the extreme friction, making the movement tough. Kindly encourage the students to explore with different weights and the different surface and change the force applied on the object to check how much distance it can move. Let's move to the next part of the simulation, that is air friction. Here we have a metal ball of 20 kg of weight and a feather which is having 100 grams of weight. And the air volume inside the chamber can be adjusted using the slider. Now let me fix that to 50%. Let's check how much time it is taking to reach the surface. I'm clicking on this play button to drop these two objects. As you can see, the graph shows the air friction and the time taken to reach the surface for the feather is that 8.46 seconds. You can change the two different air volume inside the chamber by using the slider and try out the experiments again. These simulations allow us to understand how friction works on the various surfaces or various states of matter. Happy learning! Thanks for watching.